Hello, it's Brian from Brian Medium, and I'm looking at myself here on YouTube. So maybe I can see if anybody is joining. Mhm. It's kind of trippy. I had to actually mute my speakers here. Okay, so I will just give this a second and see if I can open that chat panel, which I think might already be open. You let me know if you happen to be driving by or this popped up on your feed. There's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. So while we're waiting, create a channel. Oh, got it. Maybe this is how I can see it. Okay. Anyway, here's what I wanted to tell you. So typically on Tuesday nights from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I do hold an open mediumship development circle. And that is a time where you can put aside to work on your spiritual development with a group of like minded seekers. If that's something that you're looking for, then this is going to be the perfect opportunity and you're seeing it for a reason. You can have or you can comment and I can share the information for that development circle with you. Okay, just checking out the chat real quick. Okay, I can see it. Perfect. So again, sorry for getting distracted. So every Tuesday night on Zoom, I hold an open mediumship development circle. That mediumship development circle is for people that are seeking to spend the time and connect with spirit, work with people that are also learning, and bring forth messages and learn a little bit something about yourself. If that's something that's if that's interesting to you, you can leave a comment and let me know, and I can reach out to you on the side and give you the information on how to join. Um, if you're not ready, that's fine. If you're just trying to understand that and how this works, that's fine. Before we get into this, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions people typically have of mediumship, things like that. One of the things people bring up is people that are fundamentally religious in a way. And that's what I mean. They say that they follow the Bible by the letter and to the letter, but they only really pick and choose pieces of it that follow whatever um, narrative they're trying to or point they're trying to make. In which case, when we talk about mediumship, a lot of times people will get really fired up about it and they'll be like, wow, that's against God. And, it's in the Bible, it says you don't do things like that. And it's just inviting evil and all that stuff. Well, let me first explain if you're not sure what mediumship is, and then explain how those type of people that say that are incorrect. So, mediumship is being able to be in touch with your spirit or your soul, thing that animates you and makes you who you are, and then using that to reach out and touch or communicate with another soul or another spirit. In some cases, with mediumship, that person is a spirit without a body any longer. So they have been on the earth and they have passed away. This might be your loved one, it might be a friend, it could be a relative, ancestors from long ago, could be somebody in the area. Okay. So that's what that's about. Mediumship is a soul to soul connection. And most of the time, it's a soul of a person here living, who would be the medium, and somebody who has passed. Okay. So now that we know what it is, let's talk about it's in the Bible that you shouldn't do this, it's of the devil, and all that stuff. Well, there's somebody who is very key in the Bible in the New Testament. Might have heard of him. Jesus is just one example. Um, he has talked to spirits. He's talked to ghosts. He's talked to and communed with the Holy Spirit. He has talked to Elijah and Moses. These are people, prophets in the Bible that have passed away, and he was speaking to them. They're no longer on the earth plane, speaking to them. He was doing this mediumistically. That's spirit to spirit communication. So if this was something truly against God and against the Bible, why would the Son of Man, Jesus, the Messiah, do this and it would be okay? Okay. So that being said, I also have a wife who's a pastor, and I'm pretty sure we still wouldn't be married, or she would be telling me that this was going to get me in spiritual trouble if I did this. So if you're on the fence or you hear people saying this, I want you to understand that you need to follow who you are and what you're being called to. Because, in my opinion, being able to connect to your loved ones and the loved ones of others who have passed is a very holy and spiritual thing. What it does is it allows a reconnection, and it allows the people that are here on earth who might be grieving to be able to move on and live their life. And is there anything more beautiful than that? And I would say, nay, not at all. So let's get into what I want to do today. So if you are tuning into this live, which I don't think I see anybody watching right now, but maybe you're going to catch it later, because on YouTube, any lives, which I don't do often, they will show up 24 hours later, and you'll be able to see it on the channel in the live section, I believe. Okay. So this was something that I was going to do with my circle tonight, and now you have the benefit of doing it. And you can do this anytime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the lights here, and I invite you to do the same thing. If you've got YouTube Premium, I do, it allows you to actually have a video play and to actually close the screen off and like maybe charge it on your charger and then put on some headphones, and it'll allow you to fall asleep. Um, if you don't have that, it actually, when you close the phone, it actually closes the app. It's kind of silly, but this is the only reason why I have YouTube Premium, to be honest. Okay. So, not getting any money from YouTube. It's totally up to you. It's what I do. I recommend it. Okay. So I'm going to turn off my lights. I want you to get ready, get comfortable. And then if you're ready to do something to build your awareness, your self-awareness, and to take a journey with me, now's the time. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, especially if you're new, if you've already heard this, you are an old hat and you're good to go. But a lot of people are very hung up with the process, and they're really concerned about if they don't do the thing right, they're not going to get the maximum benefit. What I'm telling you is that you don't have to get it right. You just have to commit to trying it. Okay. I'll guide you through this step by step. You just need to commit to guide it, to try it. And when you try it, you're going to get some experience. Maybe you don't. You try it again. And then the good thing that you should do is, especially if this is brand new to you, you should have a notebook by your bedside. You could try this during the day on a break, at night when you're falling asleep. And then if you remember, sort of like wake up in the morning and write it down. Okay. So here we go. What I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a breath. And we're going to do a breath in a very prescribed way. Do you need to do it this way? No, but it helps to have something of a pattern to go by. And it's going to allow you to calm and lower the awareness of your body. So it's going to get you in that headspace where you want to be. It's going to lower your brain waves, going to get you in a higher vibration. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through our nose and we're going to, as we do it, we're going to count to 4. And then we're going to hold our breath for a count of 4. So in for 4, hold for 4, and then we're going to exhale for 4. And as you do it and you're counting in your mind, which you should hear your own voice in your mind, after that, you're going to get used to that routine. You don't have to count anymore. You're just going to do it in, hold, out. Do it again. Hold, out. So close your eyes now and start to breathe with me. And as you breathe, I want you to start to relax your body. We're going to do what I call a scan. So you're going to put your awareness, which is imagine as you're breathing and you're focusing on your breath, imagine what like the top of your head feels like or where it is. And what you're searching for is you're searching as you put your awareness there for tension. Maybe you're flexing the face muscles. Maybe you've got your eyebrows are like really tight or something like that. Notice any tension there and then just intentionally relax it. And as you scan, once you do that, kind of go down. Anything around your eyes, anything around your nose, your mouth, your neck. That's a really big problem here. Your shoulders. Are you holding them up? If you are, release them, relax them. If you have trouble with that, bring your shoulders up. And then on the exhale, let them fall down. Now go into the chest and the belly, the arms. Are you clenching your fists? Relax, open them, palms up or palms down. Relax on the out breath. Into the hips, into the legs, the feet, anything there you see. One more scan through as you breathe. Excellent. All right. So here we go. You're going to breathe. Maybe you've heard of something called clairvoyance. That's clear seeing. It's what mediums do. And it's not so out of the ordinary. You most likely have done this many times in your life. It's remembering. We're going to do a quick exercise before we get into what we're going to be doing today. And with your eyes closed and you're breathing, I want you to imagine that you're in a dark room. And in the dark room, right in front of you, is a table, and you can see the table. Maybe there's a light on from above and you can see the table, but nothing else is distracting you. So imagine, use your mind's eye to imagine this table. The table has a size. Is it a big table? Is it a small table? Is the table made of stone? Is it made of wood? Color is the wood? Is it a dark wood? Is it a light wood? Really bring that into your awareness. Good. Hopefully, you're able to see the table. Now, I want you to put a vase on the table, right in the center. The vase has a shape. What is the shape? What is the color? Now, I want you to put a flower, single flower, your choice. See it inside, see it with the stem in the water. Finally, imagine in your mind reaching out with your fingers and touching the petals of the flower. Can you feel it? This is what we're going to be asking you to do this evening. So, as you breathe now and you exhale, the table is gone. The vase and the flower are gone. You are left in the room. And I want you to select a time in your past. Maybe it was a time in your past that you were happiest. Maybe a childhood memory. Maybe you've seen a recent picture and it brought up feelings. On your next exhale, I want you to imagine yourself in that time, in that place. Once again. Okay. Now's the time. Exhale. And when you're finished exhaling and you continue to breathe, I want that scene that you've got in your mind to start to materialize around you. The places, the walls, the people, all of it. And breathe and take it all in. Feel it. Feel the space. Hear the sounds in your mind. What's going on? What are people saying when you hear them? Experience this time as fully as you can with all of your senses, with your clear sight, with your clear feeling. Refeel the emotions of the time, with your spiritual hearing. And I'm going to leave you here for a few moments experiencing this. So just breathe. If it doesn't come right away, just return to your breath. Breathing in, holding, exhaling. Just be open to the experience. Okay. Now I'm sure there's a person in this scene, in this experience, a person that you have something to say to, maybe somebody you've longed to have a conversation with. I want you to know right now you can have that conversation. So I want you to have it now. Say what needs to be said. Listen to what needs to be heard. Do that now. Okay, everybody. What I want you to do is give that person a nice big hug. Know that whatever you experience today is true, is true. You made that spiritual connection, and I'm proud of you for making the time. Know that you can listen to this again, and you can have that experience again, and you can talk about other things. Remember that when we put our awareness on somebody, a loved one, they are there with you. I wish you a peace filled week, and I wish you a connection that you can feel well beyond the time that you have spent. Know that nothing can separate us from the love of our loved ones and our friends and our parents that have passed on. They are here with you, they hear you. Know that. Just listen for what they say back. Until next time, namaste.